Hello and welcome to another Royal Reviewer live talk of the crown. And let me just adjust this camera. I think we're a little bit low, so let's just adjust slightly. Is that better? I felt like you were getting more of my lap than what you were of me. And now we're a bit too high. Hang on. We will get this. Oh, that's better. Okay. I think we're okay now. Can you see Tiara as well? Right, hello and welcome, now that we've got the camera set up right, to Talk of the Crown. And what episode are we on now? We are on episode 54, my goodness. And it is Saturday, the 4th of May, 2019. So, very specially, may the 4th be with you. Yes, people, may the 4th be with you. People were sometimes speculating, what if baby Sussex came today on May the 4th? Would it be given a Star Wars name, like Princess Leia? Or whatever. Prince Luke of Dumbarton. I don't know. Lots of silly random names coming up. So hello, I hope you've had a fabulous week. I know I have. It's been a fairly frustrating week, I think. Everyone has been waiting. Everyone in the whole world, the whole universe seems to be waiting for baby Sussex. But Meghan is said by sources, I have no idea who these sources are, but Omid Scobie says he has sources and they say that she is comfortable. So I think that's all that we can hope for from the moment. So that could be a little bit of inside information trying to get out, just so that people know that she's at least comfortable. Let's have a look. What are people saying? Hello to everyone in the chat room. I can see there's been lots of conversation going on before I got here. Re1717 finally caught a live chat. Hello and welcome. Julie says, looking good, thank you. It is Baby Sussex Watch, literally. Amy Kimball says, hello, Elliot and everyone. Greetings from Stoughton, MA. Hope all is doing well. I'm going to miss the live chat today. Oh, no. You're going to your daughter's baby shower. Have fun. Oh, you're forgiven. Go to the baby shower. My goodness. Have fun. Veronique says, hello. Greetings from Normandy. Wow. Hello to everyone in Normandy. And from wherever you are, I can see lots of different geographical locations coming up in your hellos. Am I wearing the Royal Victorian Order? No. I mean, I have worn this, I think, in ode to Catherine, who has received her Royal Victorian Order. But this is my take on the Royal Family Order. You probably can't see it because of the light, but it's the Queen. It's a queen in a brooch with a box bow brooch by Dawn. You can't buy them in the shops. But yes, it's a box bow brooch by Dawn. She very craftily made these a while ago now. And I kind of fashioned it into a just the Royal Family Order, which is in the personal gift of Queen Elizabeth to give. Hello to Laurie Clark. Oh, it's National Scrapbooking Day in the US. My goodness. But I'm glad you're taking a break. Yes, may the 4th be with you. Yes, wow, we're almost at 80,000 subscribers. My goodness, I can't believe it. I remember when I had like 2. 101 apparently watching in the chat, although my figures are always a bit wrong. Waiting until Chewbacca comes back. Chewbacca may come back a little bit later. Karen thinks baby is a girl. I think a girl too, and I'm still thinking Marina. Will I have a show on my other channel soon? Yes, although I'm just so busy with this channel. This channel will always come first as opposed to my other channel, Elliot's British Life. But I am working on some things to put out on there. Oh, it's a new moon, says Becky. New moon, new baby. Maybe. Matla says, Meghan needs to yell at that baby. Get out of my belly now. I'm sure Meghan is praying for an eviction very soon. Annette Wells White says, hi, Elliot. It's storming on the east coast of Florida. Oh, no. Well, we've had a little bit of bad weather here, but nothing like a storm. We had Storm Hannah a few weeks ago, but I'm glad she's gone. Angelica says, you look slimmer and handsome. Thank you. I'm not quite sure whether this sat down, it does it justice, but, you know, we are looking a little trim and slim on the old waistline, at least. Maybe it bunches up a bit when I'm sat down. I don't know. Arnold Sanders says, they said George was 6 weeks late. Who knows whether it's early, late, whatever. All we knew was April or early May. And we are still in early May, so it could be any time. Oh, Alicia watched Avengers and Endgame. I will not be giving any spoilers. Hello to Gloria from Barbados. Wendy says, if Meghan is comfortable, I'll eat my fascinator, poor thing. Well, that's what the sources say. Okay, I have no idea whether those sources are true and accurate, but that is what Omid Scobie is saying. And for Harper's Bazaar, he wrote a piece for Harper's Bazaar saying that he's had some inside information saying that she's comfortable and doing well at the moment, and she's not worried or concerned. So, you know, whether we choose to believe that or not, I don't know. HM the King, Q Entrance, hello and welcome. Did I find the pictures of William people were talking about? Wasn't it the Harry ones? Well, someone showed me the Harry pictures of him supposedly kissing someone, and it wasn't. It was he was whispering. I do it myself. Whenever I'm in like a noisy environment, I can't hear anything. So you have to get close to someone to whisper in their ear. That's all it was. Harry was not kissing anybody. But if you're talking about William pictures, I haven't seen any William pictures. Sharon thinks baby on Monday. It's as good a day as any. Who knows? Oh, apparently 335 in chat. My buttons are always wrong on here. Lynette says you're looking very flash today. Thank you. And I may have something a little snazzy to wear next week, but there's a reason why I couldn't wear it yet. The person who knows sent me something, and thank you so much. I won't say too much because I've opened what somebody has sent me in my weekly vlog, which is coming out tomorrow, which means I couldn't wear it today. So stay tuned. There is a spectacular outfit coming up next week. And you know who you are, so thank you. It was amazing. HN the King says, any baby name suggestions and comments will be removed. Oh my goodness. Pulling out all the whips today. Chief Whip. Tony Myers says, hello from Seattle. Well, I think Jamie, my moderator's point is, probably quite a pertinent point, is that we've discussed it like no other topic ever probably on Earth has been discussed. I think we've had 9 months of baby name suggestions, and I think we've probably suggested every single name that can possibly ever be suggested. So let's just wait until Harry and Meghan make their own choice, and then we can all go absolutely ape over whatever name it is. We can be happy, or we can say, I wanted this name or that name. We can have name suggestions and reaction. Oh, we can do name reactions, can't we? The first Mrs. R says, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Yes, please. Please do. Beverly says, you think Meghan will be having twins? The twins rumors are still persisting, but we still don't know. I just think it's one baby. Let's have a look. Thank you for all the outfit comments. I know, no more Chewbacca. I know, he sadly passed. The actor that plays Chewbacca. Pat Long says, hello all, so happy to be here. I need something to make me smile. Elliot and the reviewers are up to the short. We are indeed. We will definitely make you smile. Tara says, seems you have lots of American fans. I do. When I look at my YouTube gives me some statistics, like some little bit of breakdown, like what countries watch me, male or female. It doesn't break down like terribly far, but just male or female, country, that kind of thing. And over 50% of my viewers are now from America as a singular country. Jeannie Gibbs is vacationing in St. Kitts in the Caribbean. Wow. Wow. Harry's been there on tour. I'm sure I remember him going there, and it looked fabulous. Have a good time. Sharon Hill Walk says she's as comfortable as she can be at this stage. Imagine the frenzy if the reporters said she was uncomfortable. Well, I can imagine her now. She's lying back with the belly, and she's on belly, and she's going, Harry, where's my chicken? Oh, because we all know that they proposed over a chicken. I don't know. She's there with hands on bump saying, when is it going to be born? Come on, baby. I think they're probably waiting for baby more than what we are. But early reports are kind of saying that they still don't know exactly when baby's coming. So I don't think it's going to be something like a planned birth. I don't think that's on the cards now. I think they are literally just waiting like we are. Jones says they only let you go about 1 week over the due date. Well, again, we don't know exactly when the due date was, so we don't know if we've gone over it or not at the moment. Captain says you need to update your sizes. I think I did. I'm sure I put mediums. It used to be a large, and I downsized them to mediums. Thank you to Stacey. Carla says, what we mums know is there is no such thing as comfortable at this point for Meghan. She is a tough girl. She'll be fine. Deborah says, I think when the baby's ready, he or she will be. Exactly. Baby comes when baby comes. Okay. Sorry if I'm skipping a few. Lots of people talking about due dates. Annette says, Omid has never been 9 months pregnant. I promise you she's more than ready to get baby Sussex out. Exactly. Out. Come on, baby, out. Jules Factor Jones says, my prediction of April the 30th was rubbish, obviously. Well, I said mid-April, and I was wrong too. It was just a feeling, though. You predicted the baby's name will begin with E, hoping that will be spot on. No, they never gave the due date. She said late April, early May. She did indeed say that. Oh, Rose says, a Cinco de Mayo baby would be nice. Do I think Meghan will have a second child before she turns 40? It's possible, but, you know, hey, one is enough. I'm an only child, and I was enough. So one baby could be enough. But again, who knows? You know, anything is possible. There has been more rumours and talk about Catherine having another baby. Well, baby number 4. And I've always said that I thought that they will probably go for a baby number 4. So, I mean, they are never going to reveal any plans that they are trying for a baby number 4. But hey, I do think we may see a baby number 4 from the Cambridges. ZZ says, how are we going to get you to have tea with the Queen? I don't know. Can somebody arrange it? I'm sure it will be an enjoyable tea time. It most definitely would. Can you imagine sat with the Queen sipping tea? My goodness, I'd have to get this paddle out and go, Queen Elizabeth is a goddess. She's a goddess amongst humans, women here on earth. Latoya says, I feel like she's been pregnant for a year. It does seem like an incredibly long pregnancy. And I think it's because she showed quite a big bump very early on. So people were probably thinking in their heads that she looked like she was further along than what she actually was. So that may have had something to do with it. And the fact that it's eagerly anticipated. Kendra M says, hang on. You're talking to someone else, that's fine. Thank you to A Realists. Melanie says, question for you. Do you think that Charles will be passed over for the crown? Nope. And Prince William will become first? Nope. Nope, 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 nope. There is an order and it must be followed. If not, what is the point of having a constitutional hereditary monarchy? Masla says, if it's a girl, she's been born today. Princess Leia of May. Princess Leia May. Oh, I told you there's been wild speculations about names if born today. Alicia says she's got pictures of William. Send me them on Instagram or Facebook. Tara says, how does one who is not royal design their coat of arms once they marry into royalty? You have to apply to have one done. And they design it. All the heraldry is designed, but you have to be authenticated that you actually warrant one. If an ordinary person can pay something like £5,000 or £6,000 or something of that nature to have one done, but they still have to trace your family history back far enough to make sure that you can actually have one, if that makes sense. So you still have to be eligible even if you're paying. But if you marry into the royal family, that is kind of almost a given that it's just done and you're accepted. Laurie Clark says, maybe we could play a game about the least likely names for the baby. Frogmella. There you go. Frogbert and Frogmella. Miss Prince says, the baby dates just surely mean the baby is here. I don't think baby is here at all. I really don't. I don't think, having told the press that they would inform them when she goes into labour, I don't think they would go against that now. But all the royal reporters are down in Windsor at the moment, moaning about expenses, no less. They're living it up, having nice dinners in hotels and restaurants around Windsor, complaining. But anyway, you know, it's all right for some. Pat says, is Meghan Markle's belly high and frontish? Well, it's certainly big. I'm just going to say it's big, but you carry on to say, high and frontish means boy or low and round means girl. I would say it's high. Big and up front is what I would say it is. Leslie says, I was very taken with your video of Catherine being athletic. I see a lot of that quality in Charlotte in her photos. Yes, and it's a good point now to mention Charlotte's 4th birthday. And of course, you know, unless you've been on another planet somewhere, there were some newly released photographs issued by Kensington Palace, taken by Duchess Catherine, the Duchess of Cambridge, and they look really stunning. I mean, again, just as she did with Louis and what she has previously done with George, there has been a new stunning set of photographs, and Catherine certainly does know how to get the best out of her children. And Charlotte looks like she's growing up really, really quick. Some people have been talking about who she looks like. Lots of people see the Queen. Lots of people see a little bit of Diana. Some people see lots of Catherine. I mean, I think at this age, you can see little bits of everybody. Personally, I think I see a lot of the Queen's side of the family. I'm seeing a lot of, I mean, Sarah Chateau looked a lot like Princess Charlotte, if you look at photos. And of course, she is Princess Margaret's daughter. So I can see a resemblance there. But if you look in all kinds of different ways, you can see different members of the family. It's still a little bit too early to tell, I think. Let's wait until she grows a little bit older first. Jules Fat Jones says she could balance her cup of tea on her belly. She could. She'd be like this. Oh, well, I've got my chicken, I've got my avocados, I've got my tea on a tray on my belly. Yes, I bet that's as comfortable as she probably is. Jennifer says, you're killing me with laughter. Yes, she's probably done lots of nesting already, but yes, definitely nesting. Apparently 507. No, she's not saying, where's my avocado toast? Oh no, Flossing Rock Payne says, when I was overdue, my mother-in-law threatened me with castor oil. Yuck. Anne Maria says, the helicopter pilot is a goon, so she gets no chicken anymore. What? What's it got to do with helicopters? Does she get chicken specially flown in? They can just chuck it over the fence. Jeff says she's probably laying back eating crisps. No, chicken or avocado toast. Colette says, hello, Elliot. Hope you are doing well. Just hang in there, guys. And gals, Meghan will have her baby when God is with her. Yes, because, where's it gone? Oh, yes, because she'll be doing it for Jesus. Did I get my Amazon delivery? I did. I did. That's possibly what I was talking about, but I'm not going to say any more. Shh. Because it's coming up in the weekly vlog. Candice says Meghan is very likely doing a lot of yoga to remain comfortable. Yes, I've heard pregnancy yoga is a thing. So probably, I think Doria does something with pregnancy yoga. Yoga, I heard someone say once. Thank you to Cynthia. Oh no, Kendra says, don't do that thing acting like Meghan. I'll be thinking of the business end. Stay away from the business end. Oh, Harry, be warned. Stay away. Live, Love and Laugh says, baby Sussex expect to show up before the 7th. It looks like his or her grandfather and uncle will be out on engagements. Well, I mean, okay, these Harry engagements. So Harry was, of course, in a long-standing engagement to visit the Netherlands at the same time that Prince Charles and Camilla are in Germany. Now, these visits are at the request of the British government. It is to help improve relations post-Brexit, and help improve ties within the UK and the Netherlands, and UK and Germany. But Harry is combining his 2-day visit. Well, we'll talk about it's been altered, but it was originally a 2-day visit with the opening of the Invictus Games at The Hague. So what he's done is he's cancelled the first day, which is the Amsterdam. I think that was Wednesday, but he still intends to go on the Thursday to the opening ceremony, I suppose, rather like the kickoff to the Invictus Games. So this is just kind of like to announce it and formally get it kind of going and start to build up the excitement. So we know that this is his passion. It's his baby. It's his other baby. So he definitely wants to go there. But if baby comes really, really close to those dates, he will have to cancel the Invictus, which I'm sure will be a huge pain to him. But baby comes first, and I'm sure that he will do that if and when he needs to. But don't forget, if you're going by private jet or helicopter, which he probably will do, it's not terribly far away. It's like, an hour and something away. So he could conceivably go do the Invictus, come back within hours, probably within 6 hours, probably, if he actually went there, even if baby had been born. So Meghan wouldn't be on her own. She's got Doria and friends and staff and whoever else. So although I'm sure it would be a wrench coming away from baby if baby had just come, but it wouldn't be, it's not a lot of time, if you know what I mean. He could get there back, do the engagement, show his face within about 6 hours, probably. So it's not too much of a big deal. I mean, even if he was away and he got news that Meghan had gone into labour around that date, he can still just get back. I mean, it's like I say, it's not terribly far away. So I think he'll make that decision closer to the time about what is best. Let's have a look. Massa says, Harry, get me another avocado toast sandwich. Remind me to send some. No, I do not want any avocado sandwiches. Anne Lewis says, you are so funny imitating Meghan's pregnancy and demanding for a chicken dinner from Harry. Well, that's what they got engaged over, so I'm assuming that that's one of their favourite meals. She might have turkey at the moment. Well, it is a lighter meat. I admit turkey is a lighter meat. Artist Victorious ran up and down the stairs when you were ready. Did it work? Annette says, what on the world is all the international press doing camped out at Windsor other than to help the economy? Even after the baby is born, there's only limited press to be involved. Well, yes, when they do the initial baby reveal, it will probably be, well, they said in the grounds of Windsor Castle. I personally think it might be a room inside Windsor Castle. I'm not necessarily thinking we might have an outside, but it will be confined, and there will probably be one reporter, one photographer, one videographer, I imagine, and then that will be kind of cascaded out to everybody. So in terms of waiting in Windsor on the long walk, I mean, you aren't going to get a lot from there. All you're going to get is trees and the added benefit of having the backdrop of Windsor Castle, of which Meghan isn't even in. I mean, she's at Frogmore. We know that Frogmore is on the Windsor estate, but she still isn't at Windsor Castle. So really, by going to Windsor, they aren't going to get any more information than anybody else in the rest of the world. So, you could be sat at home in America and, Canada, Australia, anywhere, and you'll still get exactly the same level of news as if you were there on the long walk with the royal reporters. So it's just the added benefit of being close to the action, I think. Oh, maybe she will dance baby out. I don't know. James Medford says, do I think the two little children actors as Bertie and Vicky in Victoria are great little actors? I do. I'm quite, yes, I like the Vicky. She's very kind of forceful and forward. And the Bertie plays, I mean, he's had quite a little difficult role. Sorry, I don't know his name, but the lad who plays Bertie, he's had quite a difficult role because, you know, quite a lot of emotional ups and downs with his role. I won't say too much in case you've not seen it, but, you know, he's had quite, you know, a tricky little plot line to play, and I think he's done really, really well. Janine Bell says, oh, let's give him a fan flap. Let's give them both a fan flap, just in case they're watching. There we go. Let's give them a fan flap. You did good. Janine says, have they been seeing her walking around her house or walking upstairs? No, Megan has not been seen now. I think the last count was for 50-something days, I think, was the last count or something of that kind of nature. Oh, yes, she might be waddling at the moment. Oh, Kathy says, just check, still some items showing as large and extra large. Oh, no. No, hang on. Did I have extra large and then put it down to large? I may have done that. Kathy, I will go check. Maria says, the baby is stubborn. I think baby's got a bit of Phillips qualities. Have I seen the video of two police escorts of a black Range Rover? Yes, I think it was the Queen. That was the Queen. Yes, the pink blanket one was the Queen. She was on her way to an engagement in Windsor, and it was her car. The police escort was for the Queen. It was nothing else. And then every time an ambulance drives by, people think it's for Meghan. I said this was happened, didn't I? I said it. I called it. Yes, I'm sure baby will be happy and healthy. Hey, Ten the King says, I'm wondering if Her Majesty makes it to the Platinum Jubilee, will we see a new state limousine? I have a feeling so, like the one she has from her Golden Jubilee. I don't know. That's interesting. I'd rather see a Jubilee yacht, a Platinum yacht. Oh my God, that would be amazing. Someone hashtag, but get the Queen a yacht. Ninova says, Palmer probably not here. Oh, hang on. You're having a personal conversation. Kendra N says, oh, the diamond, the birthstone ring. You think the diamond in Meghan's ring was for eternity? Just your theory. It could be. It could be. Well, obviously, if it was for baby, then obviously that's wrong. They'll have to have it changed. Oh my goodness. Amy said that the doctor's made your friend's mom wait an entire month over her due date. Oh my goodness. Pregnant for 10 months? Oh my goodness. A garden party at Ascot. Could you go? I think you need an invitation for a garden party there. Yes, I did see Prince Charles in Scotland, but it was really hard to bring you any information on those because they were all press photographs, so it was very, very difficult. But he did look like he had an amazing time up in Scotland, and he visited the Castle of May as well, which is one of his favourites. Thank you to Elizabeth, who's donated to, and I'm not sure what that currency is. What is CHF? I have no idea. But thank you so much for supporting the channel. You get a fan flap from me. Thank you. Latoya says, oh my gosh, I'm screaming in my house. You read my message. Fan from America. Of course, I read lots of messages. Ninova says, really like your new logo. Thank you. I think it's a lot more clean and crisp, a bit less fussy. Everything looks a bit less cluttered. Let me know thoughts on it. Mrs. VSN says, I'm kind of happy baby has not come yet because all those rumours and gossipers who claimed she was pregnant prior to or during the wedding were wrong. Want baby to come so the fake pregnancy rumours stop. Oh, people are still going on about the fake baby bump, aren't they? Yes, may the 4th be with you. Leslie says you can do anything with a photograph, folks. These days, anyone can do it. I mean, we're now into the realms of what is it? Deep something or other, where people can, like, computers can imitate your voice, and they can imitate, like, actually you, so they can put them together, and you can get all kinds of fake stuff. B2 Field N says, hi, I heard report that the courtiers are gunning for the Duchess Meghan because the Sussexes are directing their media PR and how they both want to conduct their lives apart. No. I mean, like I say, any of their new offices and everything is under the jurisdiction of Buckingham Palace, so nothing would be done, you know, without agreement, at least, with the palace, so no. And I don't think anybody is gunning for Meghan inside the palace. I think we're seeing lots of gunning outside of the palace, but not inside, I don't think. Oh no, Justin says Kermit if it's a boy. Lots of frog names because of Frogmore. Frogmella and Frogbert. Thank you to Velma. No, the Queen wasn't over photographed when she was pregnant. I mean, the Queen kind of kept quite low key when she was pregnant. But that was, I think, a time period thing. You know, things have moved on a lot since then. Mrs. BSN says the wait has been a good boost to the Windsor economy with the influx of royal reporters and staff. Yes, it will have been. I'm sure the Windsor population are loving it. Thank you to Live, Love and Laugh on the logo. Annette says, has any progress been made for girls inheriting the minor titles? No, I don't believe it has. And yes, there is certainly a long way to go with. I think titles do need a bit of rejuvenation in the laws. I mean, they kind of wait until things happen before they tackle them. They wait for there to be a need to change before they change. Whereas I think there's lots of things that could be done to change and update things just to make them work for everybody and most situations that could present, rather than just waiting until it happens. And that is one of them, making it fair for girls. And also for same-sex marriages. I mean, there isn't necessarily anything in place for titles for same-sex marriages. Elton John and David Furnish, he is Sir Elton John. If his husband, David Furnish, would have been a woman, she would have been Lady John. But because it's two men, it's unfair as the system is at the moment. David Furnish gets no courtesy title because his husband is a Sir. So there is lots of little tweaks that I think need to be made, you know, that could basically just include people a lot more. But yeah, certainly girls inheriting the minor titles if they're firstborn is one of them as well. Matt, you can't call a baby Trumpina. That's almost as bad as Frogmella. Opal Jones says, I was late with two of my kids. One was 10 days and the other was 2 weeks. Oh, God, my goodness. Yes, Jamie is right. The Queen used to use like coats and lots of things to cover up, but she did keep a fairly low profile when she was pregnant, especially the later stages of pregnancy. Alison thinks Charlotte looks like her grandmother, Queen Elizabeth. They're running out of nice rooms, apparently, says Southern Belle, for reporters in Windsor. They didn't reserve a room for over a week. Well, they'll have to try and bunk up outside the castle. Thank you for the outfit comments. People talking about who Charlotte looks like. I saw an advert for a Windsor trip. In fact, I think Frogmore is open on the 28th of May, I do believe. I think it's one day it's open, and you can tour the gardens, but there's no guarantee you can get to see into the house. I think you have to buy tickets for the house once you're there. So I'm looking into it, but we'll have to wait and see. Rose says, Megan is a Californian girl who loves avocado toast. So name suggestion, no. This is an avocado-free zone. We have banned avocados. Ooh. I'm sorry, Megan, but they are banned. Alicia says, Charlotte looks like her great-granddad, the late Earl Spencer. Okay. Yes, they are giving the media a run for their money with the extended wait. I agree. Oh, it would be lovely if Catherine took the first picture of baby Sussex, but I think it might be Harry. Harry's a little bit of a budding photographer too. Live, Love and Laugh says, you're right, Charlotte does look like Sarah Chateau. It's in the cheeks. Yes, Wendy, Sarah is lovely. Mark says, to everyone who participated in the virtual baby shower last night, I would like to say thank you for an enjoyable evening. You really made my night. Oh, where was this? I missed it. Kendra says, why are they outside the castle? What are they going to do with when the announcement comes that Meghan is in labour? It's not as if the baby will be paraded. Well, exactly. I just think they want to be close to the action, just so that when they're doing their reports and sending them back to news channels or writing their articles, they can take pictures and basically just show that they are on the scene. But of course, they're not really on the scene because the real scene is Frogmore. So, you know, hey, it's up to them. If they want to stand there, that's fine. Oh, yes. Happy birthday, Autumn Phillips. I totally forgot. Happy birthday, Autumn. You get a fan flap from me. And a smile. A wink and a smile. Carmen says she's having a conversation with the baby. Little doodle dudette. Let the world wait. But me and Pop are not cool. Yes, I think mamas do have conversations with their bumps. Sharon Hill Walker's loving the doing it for Jesus sign. Jennifer says, do you think the Duke and Duchess were incorrect for not using Charlotte's princess title on her birth just because Prince Andrew did it? Well, there was, first of all, let's go back on that. So obviously Charlotte's birthday, Harry and Meghan left a message, a birthday message under one of her photographs that were put up on the Kensington Royal Instagram account from the Sussex Royal Instagram account. Now, they did this for Louis, and there was rumours going around that the Queen told her that she shouldn't do it, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, that's a load of nonsense because they did it again for Charlotte, and pretty much in the same thing. It's kind of like that family thing. You know, they do observe protocols when they meet each other and things, even in private, amongst other members of the royal family. But when it comes to just wishing a child a happy birthday, I think that kind of makes all the difference. It's just from an auntie and uncle to a niece, happy birthday. And I think that's what we saw. And, that would have been really, really nice for, William or Catherine to read out to Charlotte. She's at the age where you can sit her on the lap and say, oh, look, Uncle Harry and Auntie Meghan sent this, and then you can read it to her. As I'm sure they probably made a phone call too. So, I just think it was more appropriate for it being to a child. Hey, Tim the King says the royal birth is nothing to do with Windsor Castle. All relations between the royal family and the public will come through Buckingham Palace, i.e. any announcements. Exactly. But I just think they want to be close to the action. And close is really the watchword, because they aren't actually at the seat of the action. The seat of the action is Frogmore. James Med4 says Lady Gabriella's wedding is being called a small family wedding. The Queen is confirmed at St George's. Yes. So we've had Harry and Meghan at St George's. We've had Eugenie and Jack at St George's. Now we've got Lady Gabriella at St George's. It's a good family, solid location to have your wedding. And the Queen is going. Now, the official release said other members of the royal family will also be in attendance, but we don't know who. But we do know the Queen. So, hey, I would call that a royal wedding if the Queen is going. Jules says they will tell us when Meghan is in labour. Yes, they will. But they said they want to enjoy the baby as a family. We'll be left waiting until then. Yes, I think so. Well, I don't know. They may say if baby's arrived, what weight. They may even say where baby was delivered. But I don't think we're going to get any official photograph or that kind of press call until a couple of days after, when they've had private time. But it hasn't been confirmed that they will tell us when baby's actually been born. But I hope they do, because otherwise we will literally just be wondering if everything went okay. So there we go. Pat says, tell Megan to bounce on her Pilates ball. Go for a drive on a bumpy road. And a little love-in from Harry. Oh my goodness, may help too. Okay. Some practical advice from Pat. Auntie D says, Harry will probably be at the business end and catching the baby. He'll be doing the most. Oh no, that takes me back to that video I watched when I was 11 or 12, where they actually wheeled, the old-fashioned TVs that they wheel in. Well, they trundled it in the telly, the big box telly, and the video recorded one, and they popped in the old VHS tape, and it was a baby birth. Oh my goodness. It actually showed you the camera was right up the business end, and out popped the baby. I mean, literally just popped. I mean, out popped the baby, and it zoomed out. I mean, the midwife had to catch baby, and all the stuff all over the place. My God. I hope Megan has lots of protection up for wherever she's having baby, because if that happens, my goodness. Oh, scarred me for life, it did. So no, I would say, Harry, stay away from the business end. In fact, let's write something. Okay. No business up in your business end. Definitely no business up in your business end. No, no, no. Stay away from the end. I'm ending all ends. After watching that video, I know what happens at the business end. Oh, yes, Lady Gabriella is beautiful and blonde. Auntie D says Dory is probably mixing. Oh, where's it gone? No, I've lost your comment. No, where are they all gone? For some reason, I have lost a bazillion comments. Okay, I have no idea where I am in terms of the comments now. Okay, let's just carry on down. Sorry if I've missed loads of your comment. My screen just skipped a bunch. Oh, Claire Green says, I've just joined the chat. Did you see the video doing the rounds of William being booed by protesters? Okay, I haven't seen the video, but I've heard the story. So it wasn't William being booed for being William. He was at an engagement to do with supporting Britain's nuclear deterrent. So obviously, nuclear weapons are a touchy subject amongst some people. Some people think we should have them, some people don't. So it wasn't that he was being booed for being him. It wasn't that people don't like William. It was against the thing that he was there for. It was against nuclear weapons. So it was anti-nuclear weapon protesters, not necessarily at William, but William was there and obviously got caught up in the whole thing. What is the width for the wall behind me? Oh my goodness. It's a chimney breast. Like if you can't see, there's like a bit there and a bit there. I have no idea. A meter, maybe? No, less than a meter. Less than a meter. I don't know, like 0.7 of a meter, probably. I've never measured it. Janine Bell says she must be sick and tired of chicken by now. Probably. She has the cookbook out and trying all the dishes. I'm sure she'll be doing something to keep her mind occupied. Maria Barr says, I had my first and only at 41, and my husband was 46, and my son was his first and only. My goodness, there's still hope for me. Yes, definitely hope for me. Candice says, I've never had avocado, and I honestly don't think I ever will. They just don't look appetite. Ooh, it's that green gunk on toast. No, thank you. H. London says, can I see your messages? Yes, I can. I can see that one anyway. Rita says the royal... Where's your comment gone? Oh my... I think what's happening is Jamie's deleting messages as I'm actually trying to read them. So they keep disappearing. Jennifer says, the ABC reporter called doing live shots for Good Morning America at Windsor her workcation. I think a lot of them are just enjoying a little bit of a holiday. Ciao da Italia, says Maria. DJ says, I'm an American who wishes I was British. You can be vicariously through us. Desiree predicting what baby will look like. I think royal baby will look like Harry with Meghan's dark hair. I don't know. It could have Harry's hair. Laurie Clark says, I read that the Queen will attend Lady Gabriella's wedding. I love that Lady Gabriella looks so much like her aunt, Princess Alexandra of Kent, who looks so much like her mother, Marina. And Marina, a name that I think could be up there if we see a girl. I agree with Sharon Hill Walker when people insist that the baby is born. You're only adding to the lies and misconception that the press has put on her. Yes, bring back a royal yacht, says Flossin Will Payne. Please do the stanky leg, says Leslie. Do you really want the stanky leg? If you want the stanky leg, call for it. Mrs. Pilling says, it cannot be easy being royal because the Duchess cannot do normal things like nipping to a local coffee shop. Well, yes, your life does invariably change. Tim says, bring back Britannia for the Platinum Jubilee. I want a new one. I want a new one made. Artist Victoria, I may have to get my tape measure out. Okay, people wanting the stanky leg. Yes, they were protesting nuclear weapons, not William. He just got embroiled in the whole throng of it. And yes, I said throng, not the other one. Patricia says, women technically carry babies 38 to 40 weeks, so she's not late. It will come. It will come when it comes. People thinking babies hiding from the press. I don't know. H. London, I can see your message. Live, Love and Laugh says, Robert Jobson looked so exasperated on the Royal Rota. Apparently he feels they owe the British taxpayers a baby parade. My goodness. Oh, he's going to get a fan flap from me. Oh, really? Really? After the way the media treated her? They expect her to then do that? I mean, like I said, I've always said baby parades have their benefits. And they do. I still stand by that they have their benefits. But, you know, she probably just literally doesn't want to because of all the fuss that the media has caused, or rather some in the media. GC Lipari says, yes, I like the logo. Thank you. Yes, Janet Jackson had her first baby at 50. H. London says, did you receive last week's donations? They come at the end of the month, and then YouTube pays any money in arrears, so it's like a month behind. So they calculate everything and then work it all out in a big bundle. It's very complicated. But yes, thank you for all the donations last week. They were amazing. Thank you so much. Annette Wells says, I keep hearing about a water birth. Would that be at her Frogmore home or at Frimley Park? I think any hospital she goes to can accommodate a water birth if that's what she wanted. But you can get water birth pools set up in your home. It's perfectly doable. But we don't know if she is having one or not. Hey, Tim the King says, I can't decide what to have whilst watching Doritos or popcorn. Popcorn, unless you have Doritos and dip. Yes, Bridget Nielsen, baby at 54. What is slow mode? Slow mode helps me. It means that you can only post one comment every 60 seconds. James Med 4 wants to get me in the royal enclosure at Ascot. You have the morning suit. I do. In fact, I haven't worn it for a while. A live chat by the royal reviewer at Royal Ascot. It would be amazing. Smashing. It would. Maybe I could get the Queen. Queen selfie. Queen selfie. I'd wear my tiara. No, I'd wear my top hat. Mrs. Pilling says, would you like to be royal? I bet it's not all it seems to be. I think a lot of people wouldn't like it. I think personally, I probably would like it because I kind of understand and get the role. But some people probably wouldn't like the loss of privacy. Whereas, you know, hey, I'm on YouTube. I don't mind a little bit of a loss of privacy. So I'm kind of into it a bit, but I don't think it would suit everybody. Oh my God, one reporter apparently has been waiting since the 15th of April. Oh my goodness. That's a long wait. I bet it feels like a second home. Yes, women used to go into confinement, and oh, that must have been horrible to go into confinement. I wouldn't have liked that. Coco says Sophie of Wessex was 38 years when her first child Louise was born, and she was 42 with her second. There's still hope for me. Sometimes I feel like I'm getting literally like too old, really. But anyway, like I don't want to be one of those dads who's like 60 and has, you know, a 10-year-old. That would be terrible. Just Me says they might run out of titles if they get passed down all the time. So something simple like One Generation. They could try and tweak these things. I mean, there's nothing wrong with having a child at 60, but I wouldn't want that because I just think to myself, like, I'd want to be there for a lot of the child's life. And I think when you get older, you're there for less of the child's life potentially. I don't know. I'm at that point where I probably need to make a decision really quick. Some lady says, don't worry about Robert Jobson. 75% of taxpayers agree with the decision to wait. Yes, there was a poll done. I think it was a YouGov poll in the UK. And most people did agree with Meghan's decision and Harry's decision, of course. Hello to Carolyn. Thank you. Yes, usually was given a new patronage. Where's all my notes gone? Because I've got so many things I wanted to talk about. So I made a video on that today. And it was Horatio's garden, and it's all to do with spinal injuries. So obviously we know that she had a spinal injury, and we saw with her wedding dress it was cut low to reveal her scoliosis scar. So these gardens help, and there's one in Scotland and there's one now which they're obviously making in London. So she's been visiting and she's been going to visit over the upcoming months, and she's going to be associated with that charity. And it feels very much like, even though it's not an official engagement on behalf of the royal family, she's certainly doing the groundwork, I think, preparing herself for when the time might come when she may be called to do this as a working royal. I mean, she's certainly proving that she can do it, as is Beatrice as well. So that was very interesting. So please go and watch that video. Thank you to Green Queen B. Arnold, Victoria, Dickie Arbiter said Lindo Wing protocol is not a tradition. No, it's not. Diana started it, and then obviously Catherine carried it on, and then it became a tradition for her, but not everyone else doesn't have to do it. Flossmog Payne says good point about gay couples and titles. It's one of those gaps, I think, that, you know, hey, it could rear its head in the royal family and be pertinent, and I wouldn't want somebody in future years to be the first one to instigate that change because they may feel a bit, you know, nervous or shy or whatever about it. I'd like all that decision made prior so that it's ready just in case it does. And like I say, there are, you know, in the honours system, even for just general members of the public like Sir Elton John, you know, that a change would actually affect him. A change would mean that his partner is recognized the same as a female counterpart, and at the moment it's not. So, you know, I think something needs to be done. Jerry says, I'm still hoping for a baby girl named Diana, Megan, Elizabeth. Where did what am I on about? Diana, Megan, Elizabeth, Mary. I was going to say, where did Megan come from? But obviously, duh. I'm just seeing comments whizzing up and down. My goodness. They keep jumping. What? It literally keeps jumping. Let's have a look. I'm just skipping through a few. Sorry. Oh, I think I've just knocked something here as well. I'm knocking everything today. It's terrible. I'm going to sit back. Jamie says, Frogmore House is only open. No, there's one day on May the 28th. It's something special. In fact, I may have closed the tab. I don't know. Let me get it for you because there's something happening on May the 28th. I've had it open. I probably got rid of it, haven't I? I probably closed it. Hang on, where was it? I think it was under. Okay, I'm trying to remember where I found it. I found it. Here we go. It was posted by Horatio's Garden when I was looking, and they retweeted the QNI, who said, join QNI staff and the Queen's nurses on the 28th of May at the magnificent Royal Gardens at Frogmore, Windsor, when they open for NGS Open Gardens. Tickets £7 in advance. Frogmore Garden, Berkshire. Tuesday, the 28th of May. And when I went into it, it said that they can't guarantee that you can get into the house, but you can see the grounds and the gardens. And the Victoria Mausoleum is shut due to renovations, obviously. But I think you can go and see the rest of the Frogmore burial ground, just not go up and inside the mausoleum. But tickets are available to go into the house, but you have to kind of, I suppose it's like first come, first served when you're there. So yes, it is open on the 28th of May. I knew my eyes were not deceiving me. Cal says, no, you can't ban avocados. I think I just did. Oh, Rita says, what is this? CNN crew got bumped off the roof and to the street. And then it says, why do the tabloids continue to accuse Meghan for causing the William Rose story? Because there is no William and Rose story. It's just a complete nonsense, which is why nobody's reporting it, because it really is complete and utter nonsense. Right. I think I've kind of caught up. Where am I? Cheryl says, if you put some salt on your avocado, it tastes really nice. No, they're banned. Stephanie D. Kelly says, I never get enough of seeing Windsor Castle. Let them keep reporting. I'm sure they will. HM the King says, Doritos with sour cream. Oh, no, I hate sour cream and chive as well. Ugh. Anne Lewis says, it will give the media a run for their money if Meghan is airlifted to hospital. They wouldn't see anything, would they? They just see that she should have something printed on the bottom of the helicopter, like "Kiss my." That would be funny. Live, Love and Laugh says, the crowd. Oh no, I've just read that one. No, I haven't. The crowds lining up at Windsor are hoping to catch a good photo to sell to the papers. Good luck on that. Patricia says they might send private messages. This is just for social media. Well, we know that they do have private WhatsApp messages, I think. So I'm sure they're all busy texting away, laughing at everybody. DJ says, I absolutely adore all things British. Yes, it's been a busy month for royal birthdays. Mrs. VSN says, it's funny because Charlotte is too young for Instagram. She probably doesn't know she is a princess. Probably. But like I say, they can probably sit her on the knee and say, that's from, you know, Aunt and Uncle Harry and Meghan. Oh, Candice can't eat lamb because they're too cute and cuddly. Don't look. It's best not to think about it. Yes, Windsor does look lovely. Who is Lady Gabriella? She is the daughter of Prince and Princess Michael of Kent. Unless I've had a complete brain lapse. Will we still see the easel at Buckingham Palace? I'd like to think so, but I think we'll wait until it probably won't be the first announcement. I think it'll be announced by social media first, and then possibly the easel. If she goes to hospital, probably the press will probably know. Yes. No, avocados are not cute and cuddly. I would love to have St. George's as my family chapel. Oh, okay. So if baby comes next Sunday, it will be on American Canadian Mother's Day. Oh, wow. And Doria's with them, so that's special. I'm thinking it might not be that long, but we'll see. HM the King says, when are you going to announce your pregnancy? I haven't seen you with a cup of tea since Christmas. It's long overdue. Yes, here we go with the birthing video. Okay, people laughing. Matilda can't understand why a school would do that. I didn't pass out. I was just like, we were all like, yes, it was crazy. No, I can't do that birthing move again. I was a teacher by profession. No, I'm not watching One Born every minute. Elder Pool says, I can only afford to be the patron of my garden. Yes, it's a time for spending money in your gardens. Yes, the business end is what got us here, but that's where it should stay. I agree with Maria about women and careers. H.M. the King says, was the birthing video one of you? No, it was not of me. The Duchess of Shropshire would never have allowed to be videoed down the business end. Sandra says, you're funny how babies popped out. Yes, stay out of the splash zone. People laughing. Oh, apparently I got a donation. Carol Williams, $19.99 US. Thank you so much to you. I did miss that. Thank you. Things sometimes go a bit wrong on my screen, so thank you. And sometimes I do miss things, so thank you for calling it. People laughing at the business end. Colleen says, I'm going to pee myself. You're killing me with the demo of the birth. Master says, you're trying to picture me. I wouldn't. I would not be a good delivery nurse. Oh, we have a message in... Is it French? I'm sorry, I cannot read it. Est content de voir que je ne suis pas la seule francophone I suive. I got that completely wrong, but thank you so much for your message. Alison says, my husband is sitting here with me listening to your chat and laughing at your rendition of how the baby was born. That is exactly how it was born. Nikki Palmer says, I thought the town crier calling a royal baby's on the way meant the Meghan had gone to live. No, I think it was just, it's on its way and we don't know when because it can be imminent. It's on its way. Well, it is on its way, but we don't know when. Candice, I think there has been a lot of frenzy because it seems like we're waiting for a very long time. Okay. Oh no, if I had a mirror behind me, it would reflect the light and it would look awful. You have to think about these things. YouTuber issues. Cookies and Cream says, it's not really the title of Charlotte they're upset about. It was a beautiful birthday message. It's the fact that it's from Harry and Meghan. Why would they not allow someone to send a message to their niece? That's ridiculous. If they hadn't sent one, they'd be saying that it would have ignited rumours about the feud. My goodness, you literally can't win, can you? Okay, yes, people want the stanky leg. Okay, but I've got to not try and knock my water over. don't knock the water over. You probably can't see this. Like, do the stanky leg. You probably can't see the stanky leg. Do the stanky leg. There we go. That's all you're seeing of the stanky leg. Did I talk about the egg story? We're not. Something about Meghan wanting at the wedding. She walked into the room to taste some of the food. She wanted macrobiotic options for some of her friends that were macrobiotic, and she said something. She tasted it and she said something about, "I can taste egg," and they said, "No, it's got no egg in it." "No, I can taste egg." Then apparently the Queen overheard and came in and said, "Meghan, we don't talk to people like that here." I don't believe it for a second, and it was written by Katie Nicholl, who we know has not had a good word to say about Meghan ever. So I'm calling it as complete fake news. How would she know anyway? How would Katie Nicholl know that? I mean, come on. It's just a stupid story. It's another one of those trying to make Meghan sound fussy, demanding. You know the story. Okay. 817 says, I've almost eaten a whole packet of Doritos. Oh my goodness. Weight Watchers on Monday. Could Meghan have a royal cooking show? Well, no. Well, okay. I don't think she would. There's no rules to say that she couldn't. I don't think she would, unless it was some kind of project. Like, for example, if she was, I don't know, let's go back to the cookbook and those wonderful ladies at the Hub Community Kitchen. So let's just say Meghan wanted to make a little short film with cooking tutorials, trying to help people, for example, how to cook good, interesting food on, for example, a budget, then I'm sure that she could be a part of that being filmed that could be released. But in terms of having my own cooking show, razzmatazz, jar jar jar, I don't think so. But if it was for a project being linked to a charity, then yes, I don't see why she couldn't be involved. You know, the women from the Hub helping Meghan to cook something, it being filmed, to help people to cook affordable meals on a budget that's also interesting and cultural. I think that is doable. So I think it depends how you do it. As long as it's kind of charity based and it's got some kind of theme around it. Just like Harry going to work with Oprah, you know, it's still for TV. No, that was for Netflix, wasn't it? It's something. But it's got to be done in a way, if you get my drift. Maria says, have you noticed that many of the older guard press, men and women, are more critical of Meghan? Yes, because things are changing rapidly around them. The advent of social media and everything, and they don't really know what to do with it all. They really don't. Alexis Lopez Carril has donated $14. Thank you so much to you. You get, of course. Oh, what happened then? You get a fan flap and a half. Thank you. Monroe Taylor says, in the Bible, women were in their 90s having... What? In their 90s? Oh my God, they were definitely doing it for Jesus. Thank you to Tina. Kendra says, does the media expect Meghan to keep calling Harry His Royal Highness Prince Harry, Duke of Sussex during their pillow talk? Probably. Oh, Candice, I hope not. I hope we hear no more vicious rumours. Thank you to Angelique. I don't know if Gayle King is doing a special on the Royal Baby on May the 17th. Someone inform me. Yes, lovely. I love Royal Ascot. All the fashion is amazing. People saying I'm not old. Maybe to be a dad. I don't know. Jana, yes, I accept your proposal. HM the King says Buckingham Palace have just made the following announcement. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex are delighted to announce that they have absolutely no news. Oh, they should do that, shouldn't they? They really should. That would be funny. We have another donation. Vivian, who's donated $5. Thank you so much to you. Let's see if I can get my fan right. There we go. Proper fan flap. Thank you. Elderly Poodle's having a good time with family. Vicky T says, what does the black fan flap mean compared to the yellow fan flap? Well, we had a bit of fan gate a while ago, but anyway. So what traditionally I've done is the yellow one is for like hot news, exciting news. The black one is like fake news, and the yellow one is just anything good, happy, positive. Claire Green says, as I remember, the Queen has a gay cousin who got married last year. Does he have a title? Yes, he does, but I can't remember what it is. But I think the person he got married to didn't get a title. Sam says, evening all. My cousin and wife are the same ethnic mix as Meghan and Harry. Their children had strawberry blonde hair, which went to light brown when they got older. Okay. Anything can happen. What type of brooch am I wearing? It's my version of a royal family order. So it's a box bow brooch by Dawn with a little queen brooch with a little miniature of the queen inside. Monroe Taylor says it's going to be funny when 10,000 people are watching. Oh my goodness, can you imagine? Oh, I mean, it would be good for views, but my goodness, trying to keep up would be a nightmare. Oh, Michelle's been reading a romantic book, and the author included Harry and Meghan and all the garbage. Oh my goodness. HWeen1216 is having a fantastic time. Thank you. Oh, and you're having a virtual baby shower there. Have I missed that? My goodness. Artist Victoria has donated 99 cents. Thank you. I'm trying to read what it was then. Thank you. Thank you so much to Artist Victoria. PM Smile says Diana was not the first to do photos on the Lindo Wing steps. Princess Anne had photos, and also Princess Michael of Kent. Are you sure that wasn't the other one? I'll check later. Kendra M says, what would the male spouse of a duke or an earl become? Nothing. Oh, in a rehashed equality system. Okay, well, that's what they'd have to work out, because it would, well, actually, with an earldom, it would be quite easy, because you could give the other one, for example, count. I know we don't have counts in the UK as such, but in terms of bringing something in, you could say an earl and a count, like we have an earl and a countess. So with an earl, it could be quite easily solved. With a duke, it would be a little bit tricky. You'd have to think of some way of distinguishing the main principal title holder with the spousal title. So, for example, you could have the Duke of Shropshire with first name Duke of Shropshire, maybe. They'd have to work it out. And it isn't simple. Can you see the tiara? Yes, of course you can. It is the scroll tiara, or rather the papyrus, as some of you may know it as. Which is rather beautiful. Thank you for the Facebook group. HN the King says tickets for the garden open days can be obtained. Yes, you're giving me some information on what I've just read. Thank you. So I hope you've all found that useful. Rita says, one reporter said it's going to be like an earthquake with all the royal reporters' cell phones going off. I think it will. Yes, I will. I will just do a pop-up chat once I found out that Meghan's gone into Labour. I will do a pop-up chat. Okay, Cookies and Cream says people want to act like racism doesn't exist. That's what's driving the vicious attacks towards Duchess Meghan. It's not the race card, it's the reality card. Meghan is a refined, astute, eloquent woman. I agree, and it's definitely 100% out there and rearing its ugly head. Yes, I will need my rose water spray for any of those. Yes, the Duchess of Shropshire would have been furious if a video would have been taken. Vinnie Blair's back from the dentist. I hope everything went okay. Molly and Rory are... Rory's out and Molly's in the back, I think. Oh, Denia said, the French comment said that she's happy to see that she's not the only French speaker to follow me. I get it. Okay. Mrs. BSN said, many people comment on the Sussex Royal Instagram comment on the Kensington Palace birthday post for Charlotte, and they said, since Harry and Meghan unfollowed, they should not comment. Well, that's just ridiculous because they unfollowed for a particular reason, to focus on charities. I agree with that. The story about the egg is such a lie. Jamie says, we all know Katie Nicholl has microphones rigged into every room at Windsor. She's got a spy camera attached to the Queen. Sorry if I'm skipping a few. I think I've caught up with all the donations. People laughing. People laughing that they're doing it for Jesus. I've said Vivian's donation. Yes, it is a tiara. How old is me? I am 36 in August. Annette says, will there be a fallout if Harry and Meghan select a US crew? Well, I don't think they will. I think it'll be from the US Press Association. HN the King says, makes me laugh when the media claim that the Queen threw Meghan out. Meanwhile, Her Majesty is actually sitting beside the fire eating mint imperials while watching an old replay of Oklahoma. Yes, that is an amusing thought. Anne Lewis says, after the Royal Family TV game show by Prince Edward in the 80s, I do not think there will be a cooking show with Meghan. No, not in that kind of format. I think if she's doing something, if she's in something for a charity, then that's probably more likely. We have another donation. Inga Davis Crawford, $5. Hi, Elliot. You always make me laugh. Oh, yes, you really haven't lived until you've had a great guacamole. Oh. You're going to get two. You're going to get that, and you're going to get that as a thank you. So thank you. Christina says, does landlord have a meaning in England other than being someone who owns property that rents it out? No. Okay. Vinnie Blair says the Queen was Princess Elizabeth of York, and she's head of the House of Windsor. Yes, I'm not quite sure what that comment was referring to. I think I may have missed something. Which tiara is my favourite, says Amy. I like this one. This is one of my favourites, actually. I like the pearls. I like anything with a pearl. Oh, yes. Now, let me just, before I miss loads of things that I want to talk about, Prince Harry attended the London Marathon this week, which people didn't think that he was going to attend. So I think he didn't even know he was going to attend. It was always down, but he didn't actually officially announce it just in case. So I definitely think that's an indication that baby is due kind of imminently. The Duchess of Cambridge got the Royal Victorian Order this week, which is kind of why I'm wearing this, even though this is not a replica Royal Victorian Order. But she waited, is it 8 years of marriage now? So, you know, that's the kind of time frame I think the Queen is looking at these days to make people wait until she dishes these out. These are at her gift, so she decides when they are given out, and it is, of course, for personal service to the monarch. So well done to the Duchess of Cambridge for all your hard work in your years of marriage. The Countess of Wessex was in India to tackle issues around avoidable blindness, in particular with young children and babies. So a very important visit, and something, of course, of which she is very passionate about. And I liked all of her outfits and all of the photos. I did make a video on that, so do go and check that out if you haven't already. Princess Anne has launched Kirkella. Now, Kirkella is obviously a vessel. And did you see her launch? My goodness, she lifted that bottle. There is no way that bottle was not going to smash. And she smashed it onto the ship. It exploded. My goodness, that bottle, she was taking no prisoners. She's got a good arm. My goodness, maybe she should have been a cricketer or a baseball player or even a basketball player. She was amazing. She's so no nonsense and no fuss. She just totally smashed it. I mean, it was a right old... She hurled it into the ship. Poor Kirkella. Which I think was quite funny. Oh, what else was I speaking about? There was other things I want to talk about. Duchess of Cambridge, also obviously back from the Easter holidays, opened the new Anna Freud Centre of Excellence. And again, she just looked fabulous and did a really wonderful job there too. I talked in the week about Harry and Meghan with their Instagram accounts. Obviously, by now, you all know that they've unfollowed pretty much everybody and started again. And every month, I think they will do the same. They'll unfollow everyone, and they will only follow charities and accounts which tackle a particular issue of which they are focusing on in that month. So let me know whether you think that's a good idea or not. I personally quite like it. I think it's quite a good, and you know, it's a good way of highlighting particular causes. The Duke of Cambridge, Prince William, oversaw an investiture at Buckingham Palace. So I made a video on that, so do go and check that one out. And of course, we've spoken about Princess Eugenie being the new patron of Horatio's Garden. So that was just things I wanted to talk about really quickly in case I forgot. Jules Factor Jones says, if I was an earl, I would hate my husband to be called a count in case someone left the O out. Don't ban me. Let's hope they don't. Hayden the King says, a tiara and a diadem are not the same thing. A diadem is a full, complete circle, whereas a tiara is only a half circle. Exactly. So the George IV state diadem is an enclosed circle. Claire Green says, in our church, we will be doing a welcome to the world baby Sussex because most Catholic people love Meghan. Okay. Take some photos or videos. What's the most inexpensive way to travel to Britain? Probably still by air, I would say. Monroe Taylor says, I want to ask you, is it true that Princess Diana's brother would not allow her to stay at her childhood home the summer she died? Yes, it is true that she wanted to live in a cottage on the estate, and Earl Spencer originally said yes, And then just as she was getting excited about it and wanting to move in, he said no. And I think the reason he gave was he didn't want the media attention and fuss which he thought she would bring by being there. And of course, that really upset Diana. And I think they fell out over that. I don't know if they ever made up over it before she sadly passed. But yes, that is true. Am I a Leo look like Meghan? Yes, we were born on the same August the 4th. Coco says the Queen was Princess Elizabeth of York and she heads the House of Windsor because the Queen did not have a brother. If she did, the throne would have gone to the brother. Yes, that is true. Okay. Have I tried Mexican food? Yes, I love enchiladas. When I cook up a fine enchilada, those Spanish rights are all very nice. Sugar ooh, daddy. I like a fine enchilada. And now my screen's gone all funny. Ah, hang on. Go back screen. There we go. Oh, Liz, mum of two, is in the cinema, in a recliner, watching me. Okay, and watching the Avengers. I'm glad I'm more entertaining than the Avengers. That's really, really funny. I think yes. I think Sarah Ferguson, the Duchess of York, did do the baby parade. I'm sure I remember. Is there a reason I'm dressed up? No, for you guys. That's why I'm dressed up. Okay, sorry if I'm skipping down a few. In fact, I'm going to go all the way down to the bottom because I'm not too far away. People laughing at my song. H.N. the King says, the Countess is doing great work. Did you see the clip of her explaining the visit? Imagine the Queen talking to a cinema about her visit. Yes. Christine is playing the guitar. Ninova has a margarita mix. People thinking that it's a good idea that they're doing that with the Instagram account. Okay, I'm literally going to go. Oh, yes. Liv Loveland says, yes, Princess Anne meant business. She did indeed. Chibi Mythos says, I love Princess Anne. She is 100% her father's daughter. She is indeed. No, the Sussexes are not retiring from the royal family and moving to the US. We are going to give that a big old fan flap. Oh, no more avocados. Hello to S. Barnett from Australia. Auntie D says, I love the enchilada song. I have made homemade enchiladas before. Lisa Dye says, when Prince Edward inherits his father's title, will Sophie's title also change from Countess to Duchess? Yes. She will be a Duchess. Oh, Rebecca's mom says, just got here. I was watching the funeral of Grand Duke Jean of Luxembourg. Princess Anne was representing the Queen. Yes, of course, officially representing the Queen and the royal family. Artist Victoria says, I can't figure out Super Chat. You only received 99 cents twice. I'm so embarrassed. I'll send you an Amazon gift card. I don't know how Super Chat works. You literally just press the button and then I don't know what happens. So I think you can select different amounts. And I for some people, they struggle with it. I don't know why. Bill Tongney says, did you know that your hair is not allowed to obscure the front of my tiara? But I look awful if it's not. If it's at the front, it squashes my hair and I just look dreadful. So this is the way it's got to be. How is Prince Philip? As far as we are aware, he is fine. Yes, Queen Victoria took the throne because she didn't have a brother, but it was also her uncle. So she was next in line from her uncle because her uncle didn't have children. Right, I am going to go now. So I hope you've all had a really good chat. I've really enjoyed it. It's been a long week waiting for baby Sussex, and let's hope next week isn't going to be so frustrating for everyone. And I'm thinking and hoping that we will definitely see a baby next week. Fingers crossed. So, was there anything else I wanted? Yes, I just wanted to say, remember Harry, no business being up the business end, and remember Meghan, you're doing it for Jesus. And we are definitely banning avocados. And always remember that Queen Elizabeth is a goddess. So join me next week live at the same time, Saturday, 10 o'clock GMT, for the next episode of Talk of the Crown. I'm hoping I'll be able to say that baby Sussex has been born, but we'll have to wait and see on that one. My weekly vlog goes live tomorrow at 12 a.m. UK time, but you'll see it all set up, so you can click on that and set the reminder a bit more closer to the time. I normally upload the video about 4 hours before it goes live, so do go and check. So if you've enjoyed this video, please give it a big old thumbs up. Don't forget to share on social media, and also hit the notification bell so that you know whenever I upload a new video. So from me in Shropshire, mwah, to you all, and goodbye. And happy waiting.